welcome to all of you to this 8th lecture in the Urban Conversation Series. As some of you may know that this was started last year and the inaugural lecture was given by Dr. IHC-ICRIER, and she has been guiding this series over the past 1 year now. She is not here today, she is in the US, but she has been taking a keen interest in organization of the lecture today. So these 8 lectures have covered a wide range of issues on urbanization and its challenges.
Thank you, Mr. Kakkar, Director of the Habitat Center. And a warm welcome to Dr. OP Agarwal, to the, as Mr. Kakkar said, the 8th conversation in this series, which has been, I think, highly successful. And ICRIER is very happy to be associated with the Habitat Center on an issue of topical interest. I don't want to stand here between you and the speaker, but just to mention that the topic is extremely important. It's contemporary. All our cities are going to, all our major cities are already grappling with congestion. And the tier 2 cities and the tier 3 cities and the peri-urban areas, as they grow, they are also going to have to grapple with issues of congestion. As an aside, congestion, given our population, congestion are really issues that we have to deal with, not only now on the streets of every city. Congestion is kind of an existential problem in India, but also on the net, on the internet, we are having to deal with congestion, and we've been reading in the newspapers recently. So congestion is all around us. So extremely contemporary, topical, and an area that requires, I think, a lot of evidence bases, which ICRIER, as I said, is very happy to be associated with these series, and I echo.
Well, thanks, Rajat. Thanks, Rakesh. Privileged to be here. Pleasure. Both old friends, so when they asked whether I could speak, there was no way I could say no. Obviously, a topic that I'm very fond of. Dealing with congestion, that's what we decided I'll try and talk about. It's not a problem only in India. It's not a problem only in Delhi. I think it's a problem worldwide. There are very few cities around the world who've cracked this. So we're not in a minority of having a problem of congestion. It's pretty much across the world. But what are we really talking of? I think this is what we're really talking of. One more. And what did we try? How did we try to sort this problem out? We thought that if we build a flyover, the problem will get sorted out. Well, we built the flyovers, and this is what we got on the flyovers. And yet another example of the flyover. I also argue that it's not congestion that's the problem. Congestion is only the manifestation of a problem. There is an underlying problem. Congestion is only the manifestation of that problem. We have to identify what that underlying problem is and try to remedy that problem. This manifestation happens for different reasons in different cities. In some cities you have plenty of road but far too many vehicles. You need to control the number of vehicles in those cities. In some cities you don't have too many vehicles but you have too little road space. You need to build more road space there. In some cities, the roads are in very bad shape. You have potholes all over the place, and that leads to congestion. So you have to improve the road surface there. So the reasons vary from city to city, and unless we identify the reason specific to that city, we are probably trying to solve the wrong problem. And I keep saying that often trying to resolve congestion by just creating more road space is like a bad doctor who tries to treat you for malaria by giving you crocin. So he's only trying to reduce your fever, but what is causing that fever he is not looked at. That's, I think, the crux of what we want to try and do in dealing with congestion. Well, this is, the number of registered motor vehicles in the country has kept growing. It hasn't slowed down. It's been growing faster and faster. Notwithstanding everything we've done, building flyovers and building wide roads and building the metro systems and building the BRT systems, this has continued unabated. This graph clearly shows you that. There has been a change in the kind of fleet composition, the vehicle composition. We've had a much higher share of cars and four-wheelers in the 1950s, but then motorbikes have overtaken that, and the predominant share of the vehicles that you see on most city streets are the motorbikes. So there's been a change in the composition of. Now, why is this important?